looks like my microphone is working. Let's do Tai Chi. Let's do some Tai Chi. So let's start. Allow your feet to touch, and when your feet touch, activate your toes. Activate your feet. Grip your toes. Pull on the outsides of the feet. Pull your heels forward, and feel the weight of your body in your feet. This means that you have to relax. And then from the top, pull the head top up like there's a string, or you can also alternately feel like you're pushing from the outside. So being pulled may give you the feeling of relaxing into your feet more. Pushing may give you some type of tension in the body. But a lot of times the words I'm using are to describe a feeling. So this is the energy that's going up at the top. Relax the brow. And so when we do this initial calibration, I work from the top down. So after your feet are touching, give a little effort to activating the feet. And then again, really sink your weight. Feel the weight of the body going down to the feet. And then the calibration, I start from the top down. So with this point at the very top, whether we're pulling up from the outside, whether we're pushing up from the inside, make that point as high as it can be while your body is relaxed. Then relax your brow, open your vision, and then relax your eyebrows. How many of you here can wiggle your ears? So see if you can move the skin on the top of your head, top and sides of your head, without touching it. So get all of your upper head and face relaxed. Open your nostrils. You can sort of flex your cheeks outwards a little bit. And we're breathing through the nose. No mouth breathing. Activate the corners of the mouth. And then internally connect the tongue to the upper palate. There's a number of locations that can sit behind the teeth and all the way back. The chin is tucked. When the chin is tucked, that means we're not sending power by pushing up this way to the head top. So it means it's relaxed. The jaw is also relaxed. A lot of times people keep the tension inside the jaw, so allow your jaw to relax. Shoulders rolled back and relaxed into the right position, in the right place. The chest is hollow. That just means it's not pushing out, we're not pushing it forward. Hollow doesn't mean that it's sunk this way either. Neck is straight. And then if we're practicing Tai Chi harmony, when you bring your hands together, the sort of traditional Tai Chi stance is just with the arms at the side, and the Tai Chi principles still apply. So if we have our hands at the side, we leave a space in the armpit as well, so it's not just hanging down this way. It's energetically, it's filled with chi. Breathing deep, if you haven't already, bring your hands together in the center. And this same sort of inflated hollowness also extends to the elbows, the wrists, and all of the finger joints. So we should feel expanded. It shouldn't just be sinking in on itself, but instead there should be a feeling of expansion in these joints. We're using the center to support the torso. So there's a very light flexation of your abdominal muscles. And this means that the spine can be expanded. So the lower back is sinking and it's relaxed, and then it's also expanded this way because a lot of times we have tension in the lower back, right? So by using the vertical portion of the body, the chi on the inside, and not relying so much on heavy grip in the front, and not relying on stacking. There's some, I've taught Tai Chi students that have been taught that their spine is like a stack of Oreo cookies and they want to compress them. Yeah, you may want to do that if you like to have a visit to the back specialist. So instead, your spine is like an antenna. For anyone that still has electronic devices, maybe high frequency drone still has an antenna, but for those of us around, remember the old cordless phone had an antenna that you pull out of it, and it gets the best signal when it's fully expanded. Your spine is the same way. So one of the primary reasons of pulling the head top up and relaxing the tailbone is to fully open the communications array and allow that to expand. And then also, in addition, imagine that we can allow things to expand in another way, sideways this way as well. So allow your back to expand both horizontally and vertically. Continuing calibration. Allow the insides of the hips to fold in. The knees have a bend in them. Again, we started with the feet. We're going to return back to the feet. Pull your heels inward. And then also, if we're looking at the back of my feet, you also want to roll your heels towards each other as well. I'm going to pull the outsides of the feet in. Press down on the front of the balls of the feet, and then activate your toes. And there's a couple different ways you can do it depending. You can drive the toes vertically, like nails going into the ground, or you can activate the toes, gripping the toes like an animal, like a hawk or a tiger. And then make the arch of the foot. We're going to, the point right on the center in the front, bubbling wells, is the Qigong name. You want to feel like that space is open internally. And then one last thing I forgot to mention on our way downwards is the base of the torso. We're always activating the lower abs, going through the base of the torso, the pelvic floor, and back up through the tailbone for each breath. So that shape looks like if we did a cross section and got rid of this leg in the front, going around the base of the torso this way. That whole section, again, like I use the term activating because I feel like if I say flex, that we might get the wrong idea. So anytime we're activating the abs or lifting the pelvic floor, this is a balanced Tai Chi activation. We don't want to use too much power. So take a deep breath and relax. All of these ideas that we have, that we're practicing, that we talk about in Tai Chi Harmony, are sort of the basic cooking recipe for our Tai Chi form. So if at any point in our form we want to be able to check to see, are my feet gripping the ground? Is my tailbone sunk? Am I lifting the bottom while I'm breathing? My center is engaged, right? Do I have this hollow shape in my arms while I practice? So this is the basic. And as we continue into the third section, we're going to learn about more advanced Tai Chi ideas. That what we're talking about in Tai Chi Harmony, we should be practicing all the time. But like in Four Corners, there's a routine that's designed to deal with more than one person. So that's a complex topic. Let's do a little bit of breathing, some Qigong to warm up. So activate your feet, pull your head top up, make it a stretch, reach all the way out to the sides, and then breathing. even while you're practicing Qigong, see if you can keep all of those ideas. While you're working, while you're breathing, I'm going to expand on one more idea. I mentioned, but I didn't explain it very much this morning, is activating the corners of the mouth. So while you're practicing, while you're breathing, go at your own pace. And when you're activating the corners of the mouth, it's not necessarily a smile. Some people describe it as a half smile. The examples that I like to use, if you see a depiction, statue of the Buddha, the corners of the mouth are activated. It's almost like a smile, partial smile. Another example, very familiar to a lot of people, the Mona Lisa. And if the Mona Lisa just had one side, it would be a smirk. But there's two. A lot of people think that, a lot of people that have studied with me think that this posture, this activating the corners of the mouth, is designed to make them happy. And it might. Smiling is a fake it till you make it practice. The half smile activates points on the stomach meridian. And at these points, if you have the chi, your mind, your intention in these points, even slightly, this is activating your digestive tract ever so slightly. You may feel saliva while you practice Tai Chi. And in Taoism, saliva is considered to be very valuable, assisting with digestion. But returning back to the benefit for smile, make you feel better, half smile. The half smile is neutral, should be mostly neutral, so that we have space to expand on either side. So we're not trying to become happy, because that leaves a result for sad. So instead we're trying to become balanced, so that the spaces for happy and sad can occur naturally with nature, not made up on our own. Do two more. And when you finish, return to Tai Chi Harmony. Connect the feet, bring the hands together. Internally practice as many of the Tai Chi principles as you can remember, as you can experience. And relax. For stretching, we're going to use mostly Tai Chi Harmony, and we're going to twist our body. Something like this. But before we do that, we're going to do something different. Let's see if I can make an adjustment here. That looks better. Let's do head and neck. So keep your shoulders locked and take some time. Local time is Saturday morning. And if you're attending this class, that means you're not working. So when you lock your shoulders, keep your tongue connected to the upper palate and stretch your neck like you're taking a break from work. And breathe in the same way. And then pull the head top up there. Lower the shoulders. Make the movement come from the center. So use your collarbones, use your shoulder blades. Feel your ribs expanding and contracting like an accordion on either side. The half smile, by the way, is it's a very simple, pleasant face. And again, the half smile is not necessarily to make us happy, but instead to allow us to be happy when happiness occurs. Change direction. Same long breathing that we started with. And then we're going to change again. This time, try to keep your face and your hips turned forward. Turn your shoulder all the way into the center, lined up with your nose and your navel. And then pull the shoulder up, back, past your ear, keeping your center line straight all the way to get this shoulder also in line here at the front. And then pull the shoulder up, over, and back, center. By the way, the same is true with all of these exercises. Everyone has a different body with different types of limitations. So when you practice at home, some people may not be able to keep their center line straight and pull their shoulder all the way up and over. Practice as correctly as you think you can you shouldn't feel any pain. So if you can only turn your shoulder to here and turn it, that's okay, right? If you're some people may be very flexible and turn their shoulder past their center line. I can't. I have to use a guide here to realign that. And go back to the original breathing, and then see how relaxed you can make the same movement, so that you're not actually modifying the stretch with tension. Keep all of this area relaxed. Come back to the center and relax. Before we do this kind of turning around the center, what I'm trying to do with the shoulders and the head top is I want you to imagine two lines, a vertical line and a horizontal line. And I want you to imagine them in the back of your body, but I'm going to point them out in the front. One goes from the top to the base of the torso here. That's the vertical line. And the other one just goes from the shoulder to the other shoulder, right? So there's a sort of maybe 3-to-1 proportion. This line on my body, maybe 1, 2.5, maybe 2-to-1, something like that. And so that vertical horizontal line looks something like this. I want you to take that whole section and expand it. So pull the head top up, sink the tailbone down, and then with your arms relaxed as if the shoulders going out to the side. And then maintain that structure. So we're going to practice turning. So allow your feet to touch, return to Tai Chi harmony. And then turning around the center. Don't let your shoulders twist. Keep that horizontal and vertical structure. So don't twist your knees. Activate your feet. If you feel your knees starting to twist, then you can lock the hips. Just turn the spine. Turn as far as you can without, you don't want to feel pain. Pain is one of the body's ways of saying stop. And our Tai Chi practice has a yin-yang to pain. One is being more sensitive to it, to subtle pain, the type of pain we might ignore, not necessarily physical pain. And the other one is becoming less sensitive to it, type of pain that may have bothered you in the past after some self-defense training will not have any effect. For some people, even physical pain becomes emotionless. So instead of having an emotional attachment to not having the pain simply registers as a location. Nerve center number 16857900024A is reporting damage. Instead of, ow, that I really hurt myself when I had an accident and cut my finger in the kitchen. There's no pain. It's simply a register of some kind of damage has been done. And back to the center. So that same shape, the T shape, like a lowercase t in the English alphabet, from the top to the base and from shoulder to shoulder. If we make our feet shoulder width wide and shoulder width deep, and for this one, because we're working out, you can sort of make them more in line. But we're going to do this one where we're allowing our hands to go back and forth. But I want you to have that cross beam here in this vertical line in mind. So with this, when we do this one, you can allow your hands to touch in the back. It's easier if they're lower. The higher they are, the less likely they are to touch. But we want to sort of flex the cross beam for the T shape, right this way. And imagine that cross beam here, that we can sort of work that loose. Everybody having tension in the neck and shoulders before they don't have tension in the neck and shoulders. So then come back to the center. We're going to do a little bit of turn, waist turning. So grip the feet, turn. The same thing, I want you to have the cross beam in mind. Make your center line as strong as it can be and stable. So if you're practicing at home, take a break for a second and watch this. I can practice this movement with a lot of power and my body is wobbling about, but instead my spine should be stable. My feet and legs like a base, locking my spine into place and then turning. So that your power, you can continue to work at home. But the power should feel strong, right? Like a triangle coming from the feet all the way to the head top. And then these parts turning at the end can't affect the center line. Even with all of the rotation and force and impact, my center line is still stable, solid. And you may be able to do that. If you can, this is a practice, you can improve it, maintaining stable at the center. Does anyone have questions, thoughts, comments? We've spent too much time warming up. Let's do Tai Chi. We're going to start in the third section. And I'm actually going to adjust this. Let's see if I can adjust it one more time. That seems much better. Okay. Let's do Tai Chi. Third section. And maybe just third section to cloud hands. But I'd like to repeat the first part of the third section a few times. Right? Repetition is beneficial. By the way, for people learning about Tai Chi at home, or people that maybe from this class that haven't heard this before, when you go to the gym and you work out and you want to pump up your muscles, right? You offset your workout routine. You have to do one set of muscles one day, and another set, and another set, and another set, and you have this routine that you change so that you don't get what they refer to as muscle memory. It's when your body gets used to something. So if you just sit and push the weight all the time, your body becomes optimal. It says, oh yeah, right, your arms develop a type of muscle memory where it's easy to do it. And just one part of the muscle that just does this develops. And it's considered a negative for weightlifting. But for Tai Chi and for Kung Fu, it's considered a positive. So the more we practice, the more, if you practice every day, you will develop muscle memory for your martial art. And that's considered a positive, which means if somebody's reaching to punch and your body automatically does something fantastic in self-defense, again, you have control of it. Students have said, if I learn Tai Chi, will it appear spontaneously, only in self-defense, only when required. Let's do Tai Chi. Allow your feet to touch. We're going to start in Tai Chi Harmony. Bring your head top up, sink your tailbone, and then internally connect the tongue to the upper palate. Activate the corners of the mouth. We're lifting the pelvic floor and the abdominal floor while we're breathing, and we're activating the whole foot, gripping the toes, make that arch, and then open the bottom so the chi going in. Shoulder width wide, commencement, and then I'm going right into turning body, warning call. Bring my right foot to my left, T-step, square step. Keep that spine stable. Palm press to the center. Breathe deep. Feel the weight of your body in your feet. Press. Push. Look left. That's right. Double press. Horizontal. Split. Hook. This is side whip. I'm facing east. This is wild horse. Part of this man. 1, 2. Horse. 3. Breathe. This is roll back. press. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Horizontal split. We're facing north, hook, side whip. This is 4 corners. Press. Looking, turn, press. Scoop, southwest. Press, looking, southeast, press, Ju B, which is like a modified rollback, and then we go right back, press, push, left, that's right, on, double press, horizontal, split, hook. This one is a corner whip, and on this one, these ones, I tend to make my square very large because this is snake, creeps down, and that movement can be very dynamic. Jinji Duli, bowling rooster on the right. Jinji Duli, bowling rooster left. Repulsed monkey. Sherifei. This is all the same as the second section. Line. Needle at the bottom of the C changes. This time we're defending the left hand, which means it goes first. Same Kong is the same. Turning. This stuff, all identical. Block, punch, kick. Lan, Shui, Dibu Fa. Change step, breathe deep, roll back. Relax your legs, activate your feet, sink your tailbone. Left. Right, double press, horizontal split, hook, side whip. This is cloud hands in the third section. Right, left, right. Left, one more, right. From here, let's just return to Tai Chi Chuan. How's that feel? Oh, nice. Everybody doing good? Yeah. I'd like to do that again twice more. But I feel like you'll need to practice it a little bit at a little bit more rapid pace. So just try to follow along, and then that's exactly what I'm going to try to do, is practice that same section from the beginning up through cloud hands. Because this third section has a lot of material, and we're only going to focus, because we know the second section, right? We're only going to focus on what changes between the second and third, and specialty, the new custom movements from the third section that don't appear before the third section. The other stuff, we can go back to review. If you're looking at videos online, you can see on the YouTube channel old classes that will have descriptions for a lot of those things. So let's continue. Let's just do the same thing, unless there's questions, comments. By the way, if you are here in the class, you can just ask anything at any time. Allow your feet to touch. Bring the head top up. Relax the shoulders. Sink the tailbone. Bring the hands together in the center. Connect the tongue to the upper palate. Lift the pelvic floor and the lower abdominal wall, and then activating the feet inside the shoes. Commencement. And right into turning body, warming palm, facing due south, press right to the center. Roll back. Press. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Horizontal split. Hook. Side whip. I'm facing east. This is wild horse parting its mane. 1. Square step. Keep all the Tai Chi principles. Keep your back stable, even if you're moving fast. Wild horse. Number 3. Breathe deep. Relax into your feet to roll back. Press. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Split. Hook. Side whip. This is 4 corners. Two, 3, 4. 2B is like a rollback, and then right into press, push, look left, glance right, double press, horizontal split. I'm going to move back to the center. Hook. This next one is a corner whip. I'm going to tend to make my square larger so that we can accommodate. I'm not going to say it manually. Snake creeps down. Return E1. Jinji Guli. Jinji Guli. Repulsnama, same as the second. Repulsnama number 3. Sherfei is the same. But Heidi Zhang, needle at the bottom, let's see, we use the left hand. Santon Bay, or conch kick, square step, rock, shui, keep your spine upright, Bi Bu Fa, Shang Bu, breathe, left, that's right, double press, horizontal, split, hook, side grip, plow hands, press right, press left, right, left, right, left. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands together. Take a deep breath. Okay, how was that? Is it too fast? Good? Should we do it again? Same thing? Okay. The thumbs have it, right? I'm watching on the cameras. Let's do the same thing again. I believe we have time. Sure. Start from Tai Chi Harmony in the center. By the way, starting the second and third section, instead of starting over here like I start the first section, because I'm going to perform traveling, these two I start dead center. Bring the head top up, relax the shoulders. Tai Chi Harmony. Shoulder width wide for commencement. Sink into your feet. I'm going right into turning body, warning palm. My palm press goes right in front of my heart chakra to the center. Don't reach too far. Roll back. Press. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Horizontal split. Hook. Side grip, parallel facing east. Wild horse parts its mane. One. Wild horse parts its mane. Left. Number two. Wild horse parts its mane. Number three. Right. And then return back to natural breathing to roll. Squeeze. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Split. Hook. Side grip. This is four corners. Scoop, scoop, turn the forearms, press. Look first. Scoop, turn the forearms, press. Bring the feet together, scoop, turn and press. One more, looking, press. 2B, so roll back, hold a step forward, right into squeeze, push. Left, and that's right, double press, horizontal, split, hook. This is corner whip, snake, creeps down, on the right side, Jinchi Li. On the left side, Jinchi Li. Repulse the monkey one. Number two. Number three. Shirfei is diagonal. high geezer. Left hand, sand column bay. Turn body, chop with fist, square step. Breathe deep, lan. Shui, head cop up. Di bu fa. Sheng bu yi. Press. Push. Left. That's right. Double press. Horizontal split. Hook. Side whip. Plow hands. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And from here, bring your feet together. Bring your hands together. So, by the way, quick note, I think it has beat, telling us that we have some time left. Again, if anyone has questions, you can just simply unmute and ask your questions. But today I was referring to this type of press as a squeeze, because this is when we did the applications classes, we had talked about this, but we had only mentioned it briefly. And this squeeze, I've realized this in teaching something, is this sort of compression that can happen. So I think the example I had used with Thomas was I had his torso, and so like where his shoulder is here in the front and where his shoulder blade is here in the back, and I had talked about this type of pneumatic squeezing, right? This is, you can force the air out of somebody's lung, right? Give it a squeeze, right? Can create some discomfort, right, if you will. So this G is actually a squeeze. When we do this press, the same way like we compress the lung when we squeeze it this way, we use our dantian and we squeeze it to press for the power, right? For the power just at that moment to come out. But what I was thinking about is if you've ever heard of boxing somebody's ears, where you hit the ears and it can create pressure system and shock and all this other stuff. But boxing the ears, that's actually a form of press. It's this form of pressing something together. So anyway, if there's no questions, let's actually close. It says we have 10 minutes left. So let's try 4 corners. But instead of really trying to work it out, let's just use it as our type of cool down. We're doing Qigong, right? Tai Chi Qigong. TC used to say, you can use the Tai Chi form for anything. That's powerful teaching. So let's use part of the Tai Chi form to cool down. If we're starting from hook and whip, it's just relaxed. We'll go to the first corner and turn, rotate the forearms. And then looking, I see behind me, I open, step and press to the corner. Another corner. Clear everything out of the way. And then reach in and press. And then I look again, and before I turn, I use my hand to collect, to make sure there's nothing there. And then press. Let's continue. We're just going to continue. Going to the northeast. Scoop. And press. Looking. Turn. Take your time. If you don't like to do this one, that's okay. You can stay with Tai Chi Handy. But it's best to try to understand. Corner, looking, hand and feet moving, press. For those of you that know, this is a good time to practice the 6 harmonies. My hand and my foot, my knee, elbow, shoulder, and hip are all moving at the same time, arriving at the same time. This pattern can continue. All right, that's time. Let's actually do a little bit of Qigong breathing to close. Connect your feet. And like you're compressing the Qi, we had just gotten done talking about squeeze. So here I want you to, like you're using your whole body to gather the Qi, and then imagine you have a large bag or a sack, and you can fill it with anything you want. Put your favorite food inside there and press it down. But because there's nothing there, I want you to feel the air under your palms, under your forearms, under your wrists. And when you reach a point, I want you to feel the Qi. So breathing, sink your tailbone, sink into your feet, and then almost as if you're pushing yourself up. If you've ever been to the side of an in-ground pool and the metal ladder is missing or far away, and you use the edge of the concrete to push yourself up like this. So inflate all the way and let your hands just naturally feel the energy. Most things that you practice, you can get better at. Do one more of these. Longest, deepest breath of the day so far. Go slow enough, be relaxed enough to actually feel the energy. And then bring your feet together in the center. Bring your hands together in the center. And you can leave your eyes open but partially closed. Move your mind into your dantian, into your very center. And internally, take a second to smile to yourself. Take a second, we talked earlier about some people looking for the benefit of feeling happy. Feel happy about yourself in the center. Smile to yourself, take a deep breath, and internally practice gratitude towards yourself. Move your mind up into the center, into the heart chakra. Take a long, deep breath. Imagine, we just practiced relaxing our outer body. Imagine you can relax your heart. So breathing as if the air coming in from the nose goes directly to the heart to soften it and energize it. Smile to your heart. Take a second to give thanks. It's working. And then move your mind up one more time into the center, third eye, slightly back behind the third eye in the center of the brain. And same thing, smiling to your brain. Imagine that your brain can relax and expand the same way that you relax and expand your physical muscles. Smile to your brain. Take a second to give thanks. It's working. You can learn something very complex like Tai Chi. It's very confusing, but confusion before enlightenment. So smile to your brain, have a gratitude practice for your brain. And then return your mind back to the dantian. Take a long, deep breath. And that's it. Paul, text. Right. I think it's done. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Great thought. Thank you.
All right, see ya.